Hey, you guys, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style, and I'm back today with week 11 of the Marguerite Miller Collage Weekly Challenge. And I have the prompts right here. So the first one is an object with a familiar sound. We're going to use a watch. Something found in space. I'm going to use this solar array that I think I got this from like a National Geographic. And then an art scrap. I'm going to find something, I don't know what it is, hopefully in this bag of art scraps. Something soft. We're going to use this gal's hair. And I'm going to not use the set of 3 of something, but I will replace it with the tissue paper or a napkin. And I went ahead and put some tissue paper down to save some time here on the background. So I just used a glue stick and kind of went over it in places. I didn't do this center part because I figured it would be covered up anyway. I have more standing by if I need it. So thank you guys for coming back, and thank you if it's your first time here. Welcome. And I do a lot of kind of surreal-ish collages. In fact, there was a gal that I know, Miemies Keepsakes, and she did last week. I'll link her video below and her channel. But she was so kind and mentioned me on um, her week 10, which was fabulous. She did it like how I do mine, kind of surrealish, and she did a great job. So thank you, Marnel, for mentioning me. I appreciate it. And she's got some great content on there. Her collages are wonderful. So what I was thinking about doing here is I think I want to replace this sweater with and make this look like it is part of her outfit. That's my thought. We'll see what happens. And then I'm definitely going to cut that lipstick out of there and I think I'm going to put the watch in her hand. We'll see how that works as well. This is all, you never know. You just give it a try, see if it works. So I will definitely be cutting this part out here. Now this image I actually got off of, it's a new one that I've been looking at. Hang on, I wrote it down. And maybe you guys know of it, but I had never heard of it. It's internetarchive.org. And you go to the section that is called the magazine rack. And they have all kinds of magazines in there from, you know, even the early, I think it was the early 1900s. It's just an archive. They don't have everything, but they have a lot of stuff. So check that out. And then you can download the images, but I usually just use my little snipping tool on my computer that I have. I don't know, whatever you guys use. So, okay, so maybe we can make this look somewhat like it's her body or not, whatever. It looks kind of cool behind her. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to cut this part out right here. I have got to get a new chair. This one like squeaks all the time. I'm sure you guys are used to hearing it by now. Okay, let me cut this. So let's see if we can get this. Kind of want, oh, that looks weird. She needs to hold it like this. I think I'm going to cut down just a little bit right here so that it looks like she can maybe slide it down between her fingers a little more. That's better. Okay, I'm not sold on this, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue right here. Just to tack it down while I decide. All right. Another thing I like to use in the National Geographics are these really cool landscapes that they have. I mean, look at these. Aren't they beautiful? So I was thinking maybe I could use one of these in the background. I really like this one. These I got from a neighbor. I got a whole box of these. I'm telling you, there was probably 30 to 40 magazines of the National Geographics, which I was so happy to get. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut down some of this array. And if I like the whole thing in there, I can always add it back. Let me cut this off right here. So anyway, I was looking through some of the magazines on that website I just told you about, and there was like fashion magazines from the 50s. There were some like crocheting magazines. There was all kinds of stuff in there. It's a great way if you've got a decent printer. It doesn't even have to be that good, but it's the paper too. I've talked about that before. Using great quality paper helps a ton. You'll be surprised what your printer can do. All right, now the other thing I want to do is I want to do something with her eyes. So this was another image that I got off of there, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm going to give her different eyes. Cut this down. And I don't know if I'm going to use those eyebrows or not. Let me play with this a second. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the eyebrows off. I might go ahead and separate the eyes as well. Yeah, I'm going to separate the eyes because I feel like they're too far apart. I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to put a little bit of this in the background here. Kind of like that. I'm going to cut this right there. I want to see a little more of the tissue paper. And then I'm going to cut this right here. You're not even seeing that. I might cut right here because I can probably use this maybe up in this corner. So let's see how that works right there. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down in the corner. We'll start with that. I'm sad that I didn't use this, but that's okay. Can't use everything. I'm just about ready to run out of glue stick here. I can hear it. It sounds weird. Okay, let's get this down in the corner. Get my bee happy. I like to smooth it out with this. And then I want to put this one in the corner up here. There we go. Okay, so we've got something that makes a familiar sound. We got the watch there. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it where it is. Oh, I put this down, but I think I want something else. That's why I love the glue stick. So if I can put a little bit of this in here, maybe I'll leave it. I'm not sure yet. We'll leave that sticking up. All right, so this part, I do like it. I don't know why, but I like it. This is fun. Okay, maybe I could put some of this down over here. Yeah, that's good. So I'm not seeing a whole bunch of my prompt for the paper, for the tissue paper, but that's okay. As long as you can see some of it, it's there. Let's get her eyes on here. I think I'll use my art glitter glue here, just a little easier. Okay, I want this right about there. I'm going to make a little cheater line for me so I know exactly where I wanted it. So you guys, I found this old time pin that happens to be stainless steel, so I didn't have to order my replacement pins, so it's not rusting. Sheesh, don't lose your pin, girls. Okay, let me get my cheater line lined up. And then I can cut the edge off right here. Well, I felt like she needed a little something else, so I have a little surprise for you here on the end. I just felt like she needed like a hat or something. So I was again looking through the National Geographic and I came up with a fish hat. So this is going to be her hat. I love it. Okay, so let me get her down here. Let me see, do I want to use glue stick? I think so. And I do know that I want it right about here. Let's see if I put that right there. I want to turn her just a little bit so that the fishtail doesn't go too far off the page. Yeah, let's put her right here. So I'm just making right where that meets so that it will, I can find it again here. I'm telling you, I love the National Geographic. They're perfect for these. Okay, let's find our spot again. Right there. And I will cut that little edge off. And then we'll find exactly that spot for her hat. I think it's right here. Again, I'm going to use my little trick. I don't know why I'm using the top of that magazine. That's what I love about doing these is you never know what's going to happen. Like I think I have it pretty much, planned out if it will work. And then you add a little something here and there and it's totally not what you thought it was going to be. Okay, let me find my spot. Is that it? Right there. Do I want to put a little something up here? I think I do. I have another one of those pages that looked kind of similar in here. You know, those backgrounds I was talking about? I think it's in this one. Maybe it's in this one. Yeah, it's in this one. Let me rip this out. You know what else I didn't do was my art scrap. Let's see if we've got something in here. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, let me put this back. I think I'm just going to use maybe that. It's kind of similar color. Okay, get my art scrap in there. have to make it work so that some of it is showing. And then maybe just tear a little piece of this down here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. I might put something else but with it. There's my art scrap hiding right there. I'm thinking I want another piece of this somehow on here. Okay, let me cut this off real quick. I'll be right back. All right, week 11 completed. So an object that makes a familiar sound, we've got the watch. Something found in space, we have the arrays here, the solar arrays. An art scrap, we have a little piece right here of the art scrap. Something soft is her hair. A set of 3 of something we didn't use, and then tissue paper in the background. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a really fun one for me to do. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.